Hello everyone, this is Linda Timian, Independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. This video will show you how to assemble the Celebratory Sips Arched Easel Card Kit. This card was based on a design that I saw on Pinterest by Jeanie Stark. In your kit, you'll have 3 pieces of white cardstock, 2 pieces of a more solid color, strawberry slush. You'll have some designer series paper in the Celebratory Sips, and a couple of fussy cut little drink glasses. So the first thing I usually do is we're going to stamp the sentiment right here, and I have a stamp that says cheers, and I'm going to use I've got Flirty Flamingo here that goes very nicely with the strawberry slush, and we'll just put that kind of right up towards the top, and we'll set that aside. Now you can see we've got the card base and a second card base that creates the easel, and you can kind of see how I cut out these arches. I cut this out of this, this out of this piece, and this out of this piece, and you can do that because all of that's going to be covered up with this piece. So let's start by, we'll just start putting the layers together. I'm going to put, just using tape runner, I'm going to layer this one and try and get even margins all the way around there. And then now this piece opens like this, like the easel, and I guess it doesn't matter which way this goes because we're just going to center that on there, and this is going to be covered up. So I'm just going to put tape runner around the corners and edges. And I want to get, this is a narrow margin, about an 1/8 inch all the way around. I guess it's not too narrow. Looking at opposite corners, hoping to get that nice and even on there. Okay, and then I want to put this layer on, and this does have a narrow margin. It's on the white, so it's kind of hard to see. Maybe I'll put this in the background and get some tape runner around the edges. And this is going to be somewhat hidden down here, so I'm going to focus on getting this even along the top and left and right. There we go. That looks good. And now this piece is going to get centered right on here. Okay, so we're going to put adhesive along there, and let's put this centered, and I think look at opposite corners, especially the top, right and left. There we go. Get that on there. So now you can see starting to take shape. This is the easel. We still have a piece to put on here, and that is this piece. And I think on this one I'm going to line it up looking at the bottom left and right, like that. Okay, and then we've got this piece, and we're just going to put that centered, but we only need adhesive on this bottom half. We don't put any adhesive on the top half back of this, just on the bottom half. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold this about centered right there, and I'm going to put adhesive between here, the edge here, about 1/2 inch in here and 1/2 inch in here. And then I'm also going to put it on the bottom edge here. And then I'll have adhesive right where I want it. And we'll center that left and right, top and bottom. That looks pretty good. And then the last thing is to put on the little fussy cut drinks. And you can put those on with dimensionals. And if you want, you can try to kind of curve the glasses just a little bit. And put the dimensionals down the middle of the glass. And I'm going to try and do that without creasing. Got to be kind of gentle. But that puts a little curve in there. And I'm just going to put a few dimensionals down the middle. And down the middle here. And then I think I'll get the adhesive off both of those, and then I can kind of line them up together. And you can put them straight, but a lot of times I see these slightly tilted, not too much. Kind of like they're making a toast. So that is a rather simple easel card. It lines up like that, and featuring the Celebratory Sips Designer Series paper. And thank you for watching.